Hi, my name is Shelly Mayanko, and I will be answering these two questions given by our teacher. Number one question is, how does Aristotle's three basic parts of persuasion apply to modern day public speaking? So, Aristotle's three basic parts of persuasion, which is the ethos, pathos, and logos, is an ancient idea provided by Aristotle that is still highly used or applied even up to this day. In my own point of view, these parts of persuasion by Aristotle is applied in this modern day of public speaking because many speakers and authors see this as a very effective tool in terms of persuading someone or an audience. In our today's generation, where fake information is highly relevant, this resulted that most people is really hard to convince and they do not easily believe about certain things a person just says. In this condition of our modern world, it comes the importance of this three, which is the ethos, pathos, and logos, which is proven to be an effective way to convince people. In public speaking, it is essential for a speaker to apply these three in order to successfully persuade his or her audience. He or she must provide facts, which is the logos, should have an emotional appeal to its argument, which refers as the pathos, and most importantly, the speaker's credibility, which is a big factor on convincing an audience, and this is the ethos. One example of public speech which uses the ethos, pathos, and logos is the speech made by Barack Obama. That is a political speech for his candidacy of running as a US president, where he uses an appeal of emotion or pathos when he tackle about the suffering of many caused by poison gas, and after he applied the logos, which is the appeal to logical reasoning, where he provided some facts and logical ideas about how to battle this certain issue. Lastly, he introduced himself as a commander-in-chief, which is a way to tell the audience that he is someone who has credibility, and that is the ethos itself. This speech of Barack Obama has a very powerful, in fact, this speech is what made him won as a president. This is also a proof of how useful and significant applying this tree in seeking to convince an audience. Aristotle's three basic parts of persuasion is not just used in public speaking, but it is much used in different aspects of communication that includes persuasion. Some example of this is a detective that tries to convince a certain suspect to tell the truth, and also some advertisement that uses popular celebrities to promote their products. Ethos, pathos, and logos is really an ancient idea, but it actually solves modern problems effectively. The second question is, how does Cicero's five canons of rhetoric apply to modern day of public speaking? Public speaking, also called oratory, is refers to something that is meant to speak face to face to a live audience. Public speaking is really important, for this allows us to form connections, influence decisions, and motivate change. This aims to convince an audience of what an author is trying to say. Public speaking is not an easy task, it needs preparation for you to successfully and effectively finish your public speaking. In terms of preparation, the Cicero's five canons of rhetoric is mostly used by many speakers as a strategy to prepare for their speech, which is the invention, memory, style, arrangement, and delivery. Invention is refers to finding what to say. Memory is a process of committing a text to memory. It is about having the right thing to say at the right time with any given audience. Style. This refers to the strategies and how to write a content. It not just what would be said, but how it would be said. Arrangement is determining how to organize the content. And lastly is delivery. Involves how the speaker non-verbally presents the message. This involves tone, volume, gestures, eye contact, movement, facial expressions, and pauses. These five canons of rhetoric created long time ago, but it is still really relevant today because these serve as a useful guide for creating powerful speeches and writing clear explanation that help in the process of developing an effective message. I think these five canons of rhetoric is much used even up to our generation because public speaking is so much essential, and this five canon of rhetoric is an helpful tool to effectively deliver a message to the audience. Thank you.